It's not a bird.
Get going up and up and up.
It's not a plane.
Here it's flipping around.
Even this aviation expert is mystified.
I can't identify it.
We first learned about these strange sightings when this metro area man, who does not want to be identified, brought us his home video.
You're gonna see a little burst of fire right there, kind of a thruster.
He captured the images on his digital camera from a hilltop in Federal Heights, looking south towards downtown Denver.
Mile High is right about here.
He says the flying objects appear around noon or 1 p.m. at least a couple of times a week.
You're gonna see it come in from the top, do a little loopy-doop.
The strangest part is they are flying too fast to see with the naked eye. This is the video in real time.
Poof, see it? That was it.
But if you slow it down frame by frame, it's there. We altered the color contrast to help you see it. Here's another one in real time. This is what it looks like slowed down. We wanted to verify that the video we saw was legit, so our photojournalist came out here with his camera. He set up in the same spot on 84th and Federal, and he shot video from just before noon until just after 1. And when we slowed down our photographer's video, we saw this flying object.
I would consider myself an expert.
Aviation expert Steve Cowell is a former commercial pilot, instructor, and FAA accident prevention counselor.
It's very strange.
He thought he would have a logical explanation until he watched the video.
That is not an airplane. That is not a helicopter. Those are not birds. I can't identify it.
Cowell told us he knows of no aircraft that flies as fast.
Because of the speed of the object, most people, I think, would miss it.
Cowell did say there is one other possibility.
Perhaps there's some sort of debris that's being raised up by some of the atmospheric winds.
But in his professional opinion,
as it fits the definition, it's an unidentified flying object.
The FAA tracks all air traffic in Colorado and across the country. The FAA sent us a statement saying, "We've checked with air traffic control and no one has had any reports of the activity you describe, nor have any of our employees observed anything of this nature either visually or on their radar displays." The North American Aerospace Defense Command is located in Colorado Springs. It keeps an eye on the skies in case of an air attack against the U.S. NORAD sent us this statement. Our command center reviewed their records and they did not have any noted air activity in the Denver area during the times you indicated.
There's the smokestack.
The man who first brought this to our attention believes the UFOs are launching and landing near 56th and Clay in Denver. A map shows only homes in the area. So is it a UFO, a secret military test, floating debris? The answer is anything but clear. It appears to be a mystery in the sky, a mile high. It's video being watched around the world.
Get going up and up and up.
We first told you about these strange sightings in the mile-high skies after a Denver man who does not want to be identified brought us his home video. The flying objects are too fast to see with the naked eye, but when we slowed down the footage, something is there.
I would consider myself an expert.
We asked aviation expert Steve Cowell to analyze it.
It is not an airplane. That is not a helicopter. Those are not birds. I can't identify it.
The images were captured on camera from a hilltop in Federal Heights. That spot has now become a popular place for sightseers, camped out with their cameras, smartphones, and even lounge chairs.
I wanted to come out and get some footage for myself.
And we have been inundated with phone calls.
I'll tell you what those UFOs are. They're Obama's drones.
I'm calling from Virginia. I actually seen one in Detroit, Michigan.
I'm not a kook.
And emails from across the U.S., Europe, even Asia. Some sent us pictures of similar-looking UFOs. Others wrote to tell us they had solved our mystery. I believe your UFO is an RC aircraft. An RC, or remote-controlled aircraft, certainly seems like a possible explanation, but the man who originally shot the video spent several days in the area where the UFOs appear to be launching and landing, near 56th and Clay, and he saw no one flying a remote-controlled toy.
How about military drones?
Cal also thought they were military drones until he watched the video.
I don't think it's a drone.
Cal knows of no drone that looks like this. To fly unmanned aircraft, you have to get the FAA's permission. The University of Colorado is allowed to test drones in a rural area north of Boulder, but the FAA says there are no drones authorized to fly over Metro Denver. And finally, the most popular theory of all, bugs.
I can assure you that the object captured by your cameraman was an insect, probably a fly.
Entomologist Mary Ann Hamilton is an insect expert.
This is a toughie. I've never seen anything like this.
She took a long, hard look at the video, and in her professional opinion,
after watching the various shots, I would have to say no. I don't believe I do not believe it's an insect.
Even that won't convince some skeptics who showed up here last weekend to get a glimpse of it themselves.
UFOs that were originally filmed are not UFOs anymore. We've identified them as insects.
But for the believers, the answer to this mystery is still very much up in the air.